Hi you guys, it's Karina. So I am back with another video tutorial, and this is pretty much just a little refresher on my template 91 marigold inspired flower. So she has been around for a few years now. Now this is the little sister of my template 44. So there is a larger version of this one, but fall is right around the corner. And my marigolds are very popular around this time, especially for Day of the Dead. So I kind of wanted just to do a refresher on how to assemble this particular flower. Now, if you have my template 91 or my template 44, they're both assembled exactly the same way as to how I prep them. It's just, again, it's all in size difference. As I mentioned, this is the little one. So this is the baby version, because when I released template 44, it was very popular, but then I kept getting requests, well, they're too big. Can we make them small? Because they're huge. When I first created this template, so I was like, yes, let me make her into a mini version, which I have, which is right here. So with template 91, you receive 6 petals and then 3 bases. Now, if you get my template 44, that one comes with a lot more petals, and I will have another refresher video tutorial following this one for a refresher and kind of just going over the template as well, because I believe you get around 12 petals, I think, with that one, maybe even more. But as mentioned, template 44, it's huge. So with this one, template 91, roughly the largest flower you're going to be able to make is roughly around 9 inches, 8.5 to 9 inches, depending on your spacing and how you're going to place your petals. Okay. So that's the largest. So if you're looking for a template that's going to make larger marigolds, then definitely go with template 44. Now let me just show you size difference. I'm going to take you to my floral wall, because I do have a couple of my template 44s on my wall. Okay, you guys, so let's go to my floral wall in my office. So as you can see here, can probably spot already 2 marigolds, this beautiful yellow gold color right here, and then this orange here with the monarch butterfly. That is my template 44. So as you can see, they are huge. Let me just show you this one. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, like, size wise, like the difference. Like, that one's humongous. I want to say this one is roughly around 20 inches, I want to say. So again, if you want large marigolds, go with the template 44. But if you want smaller ones, like I said, this is going to be the largest that you're going to be able to make with template 91. Then go with this template instead, template 91. But again, I will have a refresher tutorial on this one as well. Honestly, I mean, I don't know if I should, but I mean, why not? You know, fall's right around the corner, as I mentioned, Day of the Dead. So I'm just going to have some updated tutorials for you guys to refer on how to assemble, because it's super simple. So let's go back to my desk. All right, you guys, so I am back. So with my template 91, so as mentioned, the largest flower you're going to be able to make is roughly around 8.5 and 9 inches. As to the smallest, she's going to be roughly around 5.5. So she is going to be available. Well, she is now on my template website, available in PDF, hard copy, and SVG. But I just do want to put a disclaimer out there that my template website is, by the end of the year, no longer going to be available. All my templates are strictly now going to be via my Etsy. So you'll be able to find those templates there now. It's getting hard for me to manage both, honestly, and Etsy has been picking up more. So I would just rather focus on one and not so many. So yeah, so today we're going to do a tutorial, and let me show you. So whenever you make these marigolds, you're going to use 3 petals, okay? And that goes for my template 44, 3 petals, with the exception of the little baby one right here, which I only use 2. Okay, so with the exception of that one, and I believe I do have a video tutorial for her already here on my YouTube channel on that. But today we're going to be making slightly smaller than this one. So let me show you which petals you're going to need. So we're not going to use the first petal. You're going to use the second, the third, and the fourth. Okay, so you're going to be using these 3 petals. So when you want to make the different other sizes, again, you're just going to use 3 sizes consecutively. So for example, this one right here, I used these first 3 right here, along with the large base circle. the little mini one, as mentioned, I used the first 2 small and I used the smaller base. For this one, I used the first 3 along with the smaller base. And then for this cutie right here, I used the 3rd petal, 4th petal, and 5th petal, and I used the middle circle. So just to mention, but I mean, you can mess around with the template as you wish. But as mentioned, today we're going to use the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th petal. Okay. All right. And we're going to be using the larger base with this one. Now you could use the middle base as well. It's up to you. If you're going to use a larger one, obviously it's going to be slightly larger than if you were going to use the medium base. So I'm going to go ahead and use the larger base, but with it being larger, that means it's probably going to require a little bit more petals. Perfectly fine. Okay, so let me tell you roughly how many I'm going to make. This does not necessarily mean this is the same amount that you are going to need. Why? Because the way that you curl these petals and prep them, some of these petals will be wide and some of these will not be so wide. So which means if they're wider, they're going to take up more space, okay? Just kind of roughly, I always like to roughly kind of guess how many I'm going to need, and then if I need more, well then, I mean, it's okay. So let me tell you, the larger petal is going to serve for your first 2 layers. I'm going to make 18, so I'm going to see if I can do 9 and 9 for each layer. I'm going to do 6 of this. How many did I do? Yes, we're going to do 6 of this one, and then I'm going to do 6 of this one as well, and then we'll see if I need more, or I might not even use them all. Okay, and then as mentioned, the larger base circle. So let me get these out of the way, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's get started. So I am using 65-pound cardstock weight. You can also get away with using text weight paper, but today it is 65-pound, and this is from Michaels. You are going to need something to curl with, whether that be a wooden dowel, or you can use an acrylic stick. I thought I had mine here to show you, but I'm not sure where it's at because I'm pretty sure one of my children grabbed it. But pretty much anything that's going to help you to curl. And then you're going to use a glue gun. I am using the Surebonder Mini Detailed Glue Gun. This is my go-to whenever I am working with smaller paper flowers. You can find them on Amazon, Walmart. I want to say Joann's too. All right, so first thing is first, let me show you how to prep. You're going to get your wooden dowel, and you're going to give the petals a curl inward. Okay, this is just to help you shaping the petal. We are going to create a cone. Do you see that? On the bottom, you're going to glue and give it a pinch. It is similar to my template 71 Dahlia if you have her, the way that I kind of prep her. Obviously the petal shape is completely different, but pretty much prepping the petals is somewhat very similar. So now that we did that, we're going to get a wooden dowel. So you don't want anything too thick. You want to make sure that it's small enough for you able to do this. And we are just going to curl the petals back, and do this gently because you don't want to tear the paper. And voila. Do you see that? Let's do that again. Your petal, it does not matter which way the petal is facing. To be honest, I like to do kind of flip them, you know, I like a different, what am I trying to say? It doesn't matter. You know, I like to do half one way and half the other way is what I'm trying to tell you. All right, so we are going to curl. I'm sorry if the lighting keeps going in and out because the sun keeps going in and out. So I'm just going to curl, and now I'm going to pinch the bottom. Okay, just flatten it. And get your wooden dowel and curl. And I definitely recommend buying a pack of wooden dowels that are different sizes, so that way you know, if you need another thinner one. So for example, this one is definitely smaller than that one. It's always nice to keep those in handy. So that is how you are going to prep all your petals. So I am going to go ahead and prep all mine. I'm not going to bore you with that. So let me go ahead and get them all prepped and I'll be back. All right, you guys, so I have a few of those larger petals here. I didn't do them all because we're just going to see if I need more or less. Maybe I might not even need all of these, but I did want to show you the difference of what I meant, some petals being wide and some of them not. So here you can definitely tell the difference that this petal is wider than this one. To be honest, it doesn't matter how your petals turn out. I always like a variety of wide and not so wide. And honestly, it's not like I do it on purpose. It's just for some reason that's how they turn out. And that's perfectly fine. And that's why I'm telling you, doesn't necessarily mean the amount of petals that I use for the first layer is going to mean that you're going to use the same, because maybe a lot of your petals are more wider than mine, and then obviously it would be less petals. So what you're going to do is place your first petal, and then you're just going to go around in a circle, placing your glue right underneath at the tip. You definitely want to make sure that you have some sort of craft mat underneath. So you definitely don't want to get glue all over your surface. And then you're just going to go around in a circle. And as mentioned, this first and second layer will be the same petal size. Okay. Definitely watch those fingers. And as you can see, pretty much I just like to put it where these ends just kind of touch. All right, so here, let me see if I can squeeze in one more. All right, so there is my first layer. So let's see how many I use. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So I did 11 petals on the first one. So then now what we are going to do, so this is the same petal size. I like to start where I like to go in between. So I'm going to go in between these petals right here. I'm just going to start there. And then from now on, you are just going to go around in a circle until you cover up the whole gap. Sorry, you can probably hear all those messages coming in, just like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this layer and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so I am done with that layer. So as you can notice, you're definitely gonna use way less than you did the first layer. So I did 2, 4, 6, 8 petals, okay, for that second layer. So now we are on to our next petal size. Okay, so we're going to repeat the same process where we are going to place it in between two petals. Just go in between them, and then from here on out, you're just going to go around in a circle. I definitely recommend a wooden dowel here to help you press the petals in. Because definitely when the inside starts closing in, it's kind of hard to get those fingers in there. All right, so I'm able to squeeze one more, but I need one more petal of that size. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep this one, pinch, curl this back. Wait, that's not the right petal size. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys, I am missing one. This is the small one. So I need to go find one more of these and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I found the missing one. It was underneath my chair. The petal had dropped. So I am done with that third layer. So as you can see, I have 5. Okay, so we are on to our last petal, which is your last petal size. So now your goal here is just to fill in that gap. So I am just going to start just placing her in there. And as you can already tell, we're probably not going to need that many because that one pretty much filled her. I'm going to squeeze that one in right there. Use this. And then I'm going to see if I can squeeze this one right here because I see a little gap. Perfect. Skewers are great too to help you curl with. I'm sure many of you might have those in the kitchen. I just like them because they're so thin. I'm just pressing it so the glue adheres to the bottom. And then voila, you are all done with the Marigold inspired flower. So definitely an adorable flower to make. Not time, I don't think it's time consuming. Maybe the prepping part of the petals. It's just like my dahlia. Everyone loves that dahlia, but the time consuming part is just prepping the petals. But once assembled, it is absolutely beautiful. So there you go. That is my template 91. I do have another video tutorial here on my YouTube channel. I will have it linked below on the painted dahlia. So pretty much last year I got requested, someone requested some painted dahlias, meaning I used pan pastels paints to kind of give the tips a little brush color on them. It was beautiful. So I do have a tutorial on that. I wish I had a flower to show you, but I'm pretty sure I did not keep any of those. I should have kept one as a sample. I don't have one, you guys. But I will have that video tutorial linked for you if you want to see how I paint. You can paint the petals and make them more look like a marigold, I guess you can say, because if you really look at marigold flowers, they kind of have like that two-tone beautiful color. So definitely take a look at that video tutorial. So if you're interested in the template 91, you can find her my Etsy or my template website, www.arielelise.com. She's going to be available. She is available in PDF and SVG and hard copy. But as mentioned before, my template website by the end of the year will no longer be. Everything will be transferred to my Etsy shop. Okay. If you have any questions, please message me. And also please, please, please tag me if you're going to use any of my templates. I love seeing what you did. If you visit my, my Instagram, Ariel Elise Designs, not too long ago, I posted a client of mine's backdrop. She did a beautiful Day of the Dead backdrop using only marigolds, my marigold template. And let me tell you, it was absolutely stunning, breathtaking. I wish I had an event that I could make my own marigold backdrop, but I don't. So I just live through you guys, you know, seeing all your beautiful creations using my templates. So I will chat with you guys later, and bye.